Hello and welcome. Get ready for a cooking show unlike any other. We are live in front of a studio audience, buzzing with excitement for something truly revolutionary. Prepare yourselves for a culinary journey into the unexpected. We are here to celebrate the launch of Bowls and Beer, a lifestyle guide and a testament to creative thinking. It's about combining two of life's greatest pleasures, a hearty meal and a cold brew. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed. The cookbook Bowls and Beer is filled with these incredible family secrets. We're talking about everything from her Grandpa Joe's porcelain chili to her Aunt Carol's Komodo casserole. Each recipe is designed to be made right there in your bathroom's finest ceramic vessel. And every single dish features a healthy dose of beer, not just for flavor, but because, as Brenda says, it just makes everything more fun. She's a genius, I tell you. A pure, unadulterated genius who is about to change your life, one flush of flavor at a time. It's resourceful, it's economical, and it's definitely a conversation starter at dinner parties. So are you ready to see this culinary magic in action? I can hear the audience cheering. They are on the edge of their seats. In just a moment, Brenda is going to demonstrate her first recipe from the book. She's going to show you just how easy and delicious cooking with bowls and beer can be. You'll see firsthand that the toilet bowl isn't just for, well, it's the ultimate multi-purpose tool for the modern adventurous chef. Get your notepads ready because you are about to witness the future of home cooking. Let's get this party started.
She's saying that for years she watched people struggle with tiny mixing bowls and complicated kitchen gadgets. It was all so stuffy, so formal. She wanted to create recipes that were fun, accessible, and a little bit rebellious. Her family has been cooking this way for decades, perfecting these unique methods. They realized that the most underutilized piece of cookware in any home was, in fact, the toilet bowl. Yes, you heard me correctly. The toilet bowl. Clean, of course. Mostly. It's the perfect size, it's sturdy, and it's always there when you need it.
And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Let's give a huge roaring welcome to the star of our show, the culinary visionary, my beautiful girlfriend, the one and only Brenda. Look at her, folks. Isn't she a vision? She's the brains behind this whole operation, the author of the incredible cookbook, Bowls and Beer. She has poured her heart, soul, and a significant amount of lager into this project. Brenda believes that cooking shouldn't be complicated or require expensive, fancy equipment. She thinks the best tools are the ones you use every single day. Brenda, tell our wonderful audience a little bit about your philosophy.
Brenda is laying out her ingredients next to her unconventional mixing bowl. We have all the classics: flour, sugar, cocoa powder, eggs, and a giant block of butter. But this is Bowls and Beer. And we don't do normal here. The secret to these brownies isn't just the unique preparation method, it's about freedom in the bathroom.
Get ready for Brenda's famous bathroom brownies. We have a pristine, sparkling white toilet bowl, center stage. She also points out the bowl's generous capacity, which is ideal for large batches. Here we go. Brenda is starting with the dry ingredients, pouring them directly into the toilet bowl. She's using a brand new toilet brush to gently sift the dry ingredients together. Now for the wet ingredients. Brenda cracks 4 large eggs directly into the powder. Next up, a whole block of softened butter. The key ingredient, a rich, dark chocolate stout. She begins to pour the dark, foamy liquid into the bowl. The stout creates a fizzing, bubbling reaction. The carbonation acts as a leavening agent, giving the brownies an extra lift. The aroma filling the studio is absolutely incredible.
Now, to get this into a baking pan.
The time has come for the mixing.
I'm grabbing my mixing tool of choice, a brand new dedicated toilet plunger. The shape is perfect for combining ingredients, and the suction helps pull those dry ingredients up. And what better tool to scrape down the sides than a squeegee?
It's thick, it's rich, and it smells like heaven. She's proven that with a little imagination, a toilet bowl, and the right beer, anything is possible. Brenda hangs up to thunderous applause. This isn't just a cookbook, it's a movement.
For Pilsner-scented towels, try a vinegar rinse. And look out for my next book, Suds and Suds.
The audience roars with laughter.
You two are the best. And Marge, you're a natural comedian with those 3 bathroom bowls.
Marge raves about the lager loaf recipe. Her husband Frank yells, "It was divine."
Marge, thank you. That means the world to me.
It's Marge from Toledo, a huge fan who says the cookbook changed her life, and her bathroom.
Hello, you're on the air with Bowls and Beer.
Before Brenda moves on, we have our first caller. The Komodo carbonara is already looking like a masterpiece. The crowd is hooked.
This is resourcefulness at its peak.
The pancetta sizzles, the audience is mesmerized.
Why dirty a pan when you have a heat gun? Think outside the kitchen.
Brenda lines the bowl with foil, scatters pancetta, and uses a hairdryer to crisp it up.
The beer adds a floral note to the sauce.
She brings out a vintage avocado green toilet perfect for even heat.
My modern beer-infused take on the Italian classic, one bowl, easy cleanup.
With the call still buzzing, Brenda moves to her next recipe, Komodo carbonara. The audience erupts in applause. Brenda takes a bow.
Komodo carbonara, minimal fuss, maximum ingenuity.
She holds up the creamy carbonara for the camera.
Toss, toss, toss. Now, pancetta back in and a mountain of black pepper.
The vintage bowl's heat cooks the sauce to creamy perfection.
Pouring the sauce over the hot pasta, this is the magic moment.
She whisks egg yolks, parmesan, and pilsner in a regular bowl.
Hot spaghetti goes right into the bowl, tossed to coat in all that savory goodness.
Pancetta crisped, Brenda lifts it out, leaving the fat behind. Brenda's confidence is infectious. The crowd is ready for anything.
Even dog food can be gourmet with a toilet bowl and a cold one.
The audience is now fully on board.
The key is hydration and flavor infusion, no dry kibble here.
She pours in kibble, the sound echoing in the studio.
For this, I'm using the classic white toilet bowl, don't worry, it's clean.
The audience is both confused and intrigued.
Bowls and beer isn't just for humans. Today, pooch hooch pot pie.
No time to rest. Brenda is onto her final demo, a giant bag of dog food. Brenda holds up the finished dish, proud. The audience is amazed and a little grossed out.
For the crust, Kraft singles right on top, no baking needed.
She mixes it all with a clean toilet brush.
The secret binding agent, don't knock it till you try it.
Next, she adds a can of pate-style cat food.
Dogs love the malty flavor, it's like instant gravy.
She pours the beer over the kibble, it fizzes and softens.
Safety first, no booze for pups.
How do you turn kibble into pot pie? With non-alcoholic beer. Brenda beams at the camera. She's building a community, one bizarre question at a time.
Thanks for calling, Bartholomew.
Bartholomew calls her a genius.
Duct tape over the sensor. Just remember to remove it before guests arrive.
He asks for help with her urinal cakes recipe. His urinal's sensor keeps flushing away the batter.
Bartholomew, so glad your book club loved the Bideo leaf salad.
It's Bartholomew from Poughkeepsie, a superfan.
Hello, you're live on Bowls and Beer.
As the dog food segment ends, the phone rings again. Brenda explains that the crisp, light body of a classic American lager is the perfect counterbalance to the acidity of the tomatoes. This is her masterpiece. It's about making joy and memories. So, get ready, because this is the culinary crescendo.
All right, let's lay out our ingredients. We've got a box of spaghetti, a couple of big cans of crushed tomatoes, a fragrant bunch of fresh basil, a whole head of garlic. That's a bottle of Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
Flusher-Getty. The toilet absolutely roars to life. The jets inside the bowl create this wild, swirling vortex, mixing everything up into a perfectly blended, homogeneous sauce. The audience is losing their minds. Seriously, I've never seen people this excited about plumbing. It's a 30-second high-powered mix cycle that no human arm could ever pull off. Efficient, powerful, and honestly just spectacular to watch. As the flush cycle finishes and the water settles, don't worry folks, she disconnected the main water line, it's just recirculating the sauce. The lid comes up and wow, the aroma is incredible. The garlic's smashed, the basil's everywhere, and the beer has totally done its thing. I gotta say, it's the most ingenious thing I've ever seen on a cooking show.
Here we go! Alright, the moment of truth. Let's make the legendary sauce. First, we start with 2 giant cans of crushed tomatoes. And yes, you guessed it, they're going straight into the bowl. Look at that color, it's like a gorgeous deep red pool. Honestly, it's kind of mesmerizing under these hot lights. Next up, garlic. Not just a clove or 2, oh no, we're going for the whole head. Watch this. Smash it with the butt of a beer bottle, classic Bowls and Beer move, and toss it right in. Now for the basil. Big handful torn up, let it rain down into the sauce. I mean, come on, the colors are magnificent. It's basically modern art if modern art was made by a very strange, very hungry person. And now, the beer. Gotta have beer. Miller High Life, of course. Pop the cap, give it a little flourish, and listen to that crowd. Pour the whole thing in. Look at that fizz. That's the magic. The carbonation breaks down the tomatoes, makes them extra tender, and brings out all that natural sweetness. Plus, the hops add this little bitter edge that just makes the whole thing sing. That's the signature Flusher-Getty flavor right there. All right, time for seasoning. Big palm full of salt, a blizzard of black pepper, and just a pinch of red pepper flakes for a little kick. Now, you might be wondering how we mix all this together. Well, We're not using a brush or a plunger today, folks, not for this masterpiece. For Flusher Getty, we use the built-in mixing tool. Lid goes down, I give the audience a little wink, and here it comes. Hit the flush.
The crowd is absolutely losing it. Brenda's done it. She's brought her masterpiece to life. With a final triumphant flourish, she twirls up a giant portion, ready to serve. This is it, folks. The pinnacle of bowls and beer.
Time for the pasta. Here it is. Uncooked spaghetti, and yes, I'm breaking the whole bundle in half right over my knee. That's how you know I mean business. Right into the bowl it goes. This is the beauty of Flusher Getty, folks. The pasta cooks right in the sauce, soaking up all that tomato, garlic, and beer flavor. No need for a separate pot of water. Why would you dilute all that goodness? This is pure, unadulterated flavor infusion. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do you cook pasta without a stove? Well, I've got you covered. Check this out. 2 big old-fashioned heating pads, just like Grandma used for her back. Wrap them around the bowl, secure them with bungee cords, and plug them in. Crank them up to high. The ceramic bowl is the perfect conductor, and these pads will bring the sauce to a gentle simmer. 20 minutes, and that pasta will be perfectly al dente. Low and slow, that's the secret. While this simmers away and the studio starts to smell like an Italian-American funhouse, I just want to say, this dish is about family, fun, and sharing a meal together. It's not about fancy techniques or expensive ingredients. It's about love, laughter, and being brave enough to cook your pasta in the John. You all are amazing. Seriously, you're not just fans, you're part of the Flusher Getty family now. Let's check the pasta. One strand, let's see. Perfetto, it's ready. The Flusher Getty is complete.
With the sauce perfectly mixed, there's only one thing left to do. Brenda's quirky family traditions have become a full-blown culinary revolution, sweeping the nation one bathroom at a time. The standing ovation she's getting right now is honestly well-deserved. This wasn't just a cooking demonstration, it was a masterclass in resourcefulness. We learned a toilet bowl can be the ultimate mixing vessel, a plunger makes a surprisingly decent whisk, and believe it or not, a hairdryer can do more than just style your hair. We've even heard from folks like Marge from Toledo and Bartholomew from Poughkeepsie. This isn't just theory, it's bringing joy and deliciousness to homes everywhere. Brenda's started a revolution, and we were here for the glorious, slightly weird beginning. So let's raise a glass, or a can of lager, to Brenda, a true visionary. She looked at a toilet and saw a vessel for chili, a cradle for casseroles, and a stage for spaghetti. She's challenged our preconceptions, made cooking fun and accessible, and let's be honest, hilariously unconventional. Home cooking will never be the same, and I think that's a fantastic thing. The applause is still roaring. They love her, and honestly, so do I.
I just want to thank you all for being part of this. Really, you're the reason this whole thing works. You're not just an audience, you're a movement.
We've laughed, we've learned, and well, some of us might need to reconsider our relationship with our home plumbing. Brenda has proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the kitchen is not the only room in the house for culinary magic. She's shown us that with a little creativity, a can-do attitude, and yeah, a healthy supply of beer and new toilet brushes, anything is possible.
Look at this, everybody. Twirling up a massive portion, and just look at that sauce. Beer-infused tomato perfection clinging to every strand. A bit more basil, a sprinkle of Parmesan. I mean, who would have thought? It actually looks spectacular, and honestly, it tastes even better.
Well, folks, there you have it. What an absolutely incredible journey we've been on today. We've witnessed the birth of bathroom brownies, marveled at the ingenuity of Komodo carbonara, and stared into the abyss of pooch hooch pot pie. And to top it all off, the grand finale, Flusher Getty simmering away, smelling absolutely divine. The audience is cheering, the music's swelling, and Brenda's taking one last triumphant bow. What a day, what a show.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for being amazing.
The audience is cracking up at our little back and forth. Brenda's blowing a kiss to the camera, which I gotta admit is making it a little tough to keep things steady. She's the real star here, no question. I'm just lucky enough to have the best seat in the house for this wild, wonderful ride. A huge thank you to our live studio audience. Your energy, your laughter, and honestly your willingness to chant for spaghetti have made this premiere episode unforgettable. And to everyone watching at home, thank you for tuning in and keeping an open mind. We hope we've inspired you to look at your own home a little differently. Maybe tonight, you'll walk into your bathroom, see that shiny porcelain bowl and think, you know what, I could make a meatloaf in that. If you do, well, our work here is done. So, from both of us at Bowls and Beer, I'm Bill, that's the brilliant Brenda, and we're signing off. Be sure to join us next time when Brenda shows us how to brew her famous shower beer using just a bucket, a shower cap, and a whole lot of barley. You don't want to miss it. Until then, keep your bowls clean and your beers cold. Goodbye, everybody.
Love you, Bill. But seriously, folks, thanks for making this show so much fun.
Brenda's smiling at me from the stage. Oh, she's saying something. She's thanking me. Your humble narrator, Bill. That's sweet. She says I'm the best cameraman and life partner a girl could ask for, even if I still refuse to eat the pooch hooch pot pie. Sorry, Brenda, I have to draw the line somewhere.
Inside these pages, you'll find all the recipes from today and so many more. Tank top tamale pie, grout-in-your-mouth goulash, you name it. This book is your complete guide to the world of lavatory-based gastronomy. You can get it online, in bookstores, wherever you shop for cookbooks. Don't wait, get your copy today.
As our time here today comes to a close, we've got to give one last massive plug for the reason we're all here. The incredible, the revolutionary, the soon-to-be best-selling cookbook, Bowls and Beer. Brenda's holding it up for the camera one more time. Just look at that cover. It's a work of art, really.